We've been talking about a lot of things over the last hours, and I think that when you look at SECO as a company, we are on a mission to enable OEMs to build digital products end-to-end from edge to cloud. And we've been doing that for the last 40 years. It is until last year, though, that we became a Qualcomm IoT Design Center, and I think this really opened up a new bunch of possibilities for us, and most of all, for our customers. It is a matter of fact that what we call the IoT market here, for those of you who remember the old days, used to be called the embedded market until not many years ago. And the evolution, I think, it's all about the possibilities and the reason why customers and users are adopting edge hardware these days. Well, first of all, AI at the edge is coming, like it or not. It is something that everybody needs to deal with, and it is obvious to everyone that the next computation modules will be at the edge and in the cloud, and they have to work together seamlessly. As such, edge devices, gateways, and everything that stays, let's say, down in the chain of, let's say, cloud to edge, has to be capable of running algorithms and advanced computations. But most of all, sustainability is also something that is relevant. Looking for power-efficient solution has been a major topic in our industry for the last years. Because, of course, when we look at gateways at the edge and everything that requires high-level computation, there is also a theme of being power-hungry or not. Qualcomm definitely helped us in delivering a level of solution that we could not bring to market before. Our cooperation with Qualcomm enabled us to put to market a new range of products that are serving specific vertical markets, such as the energy market, and I will talk about this in a second, and computer vision in the factory and in the plants, which is extremely interesting and something that is being growing on demand as of lately. Before I get there, what does SECO do? Maybe some of you do not know us. SECO builds single-board computers, modules, gateways, and everything that brings an enablement to physical products that need high-level computation. On top of that, we also deliver a full-fledged IoT platform, which is meant for delivering data back and forth from the edge to the cloud, and ensuring that you can have consistent deployments and orchestration of algorithms and applications at the edge. And of course, all of this is to enable AI-powered applications across the whole chain. Having a look at what we're doing and what we've built with Qualcomm, I think this is the best example of what we've done lately on the QCS 6490 and the 5430 processors that have been the main CPUs that we've invested on for our first product lines. As you see, this is, let's say, our core business. This green pointer is not that big, so I'll go old school. This is exactly what we build at SECO, but most of all, we can deliver such kind of hardware both in an SOM form factor, as you see here, but also as a box gateway, as you see down here below. This is a real-world use case and a gateway that we built for an energy grid customer in Italy that was explicitly enabled by some of the features that Qualcomm SoCs enable to us. And once again, computational power and the capability of delivering additional power at the edge was one of the key factors in the choice. But keep in mind that these kind of solutions are really meant to be scalable and deployable in a very short time. This is the reason why we have different form factors. When you go and build a new product, it might be your new machinery, it could be some kind of equipment in which you want to have a box and certified gateway already in. We have a different form factor and a different solution that suits the need of the kind of application you're trying to build. All of this comes also in industrial temperature range, which is extremely important when you build specific kind of applications. And I think this is also something very interesting for those of you who know Qualcomm since a long time. This has been something we've been requesting on the market for a long, long time. And I think this really shows the new commitment from Qualcomm to the IoT market, which is something we truly appreciate. And it's something that our customers are requiring on a daily basis. Then, of course, energy efficiency is a big topic. I want to get back to this because I truly believe it is one of the key enablers of these markets. We are looking for solutions that are not power hungry and that can ensure the lowest energy consumption possible and the best bang for the buck when you look at computation power versus energy. And again, these CPUs kind of outweigh a number of competing similar products, and this is also the reason why our customers are leaning towards Qualcomm-based solutions as of lately. But then, of course, we've been talking about AI. Right now, one of the key core applications that we are seeing in the Edge AI world is quality inspection. You probably have seen, if you walk down the trade show today, a bunch of these kind of applications, and for sure, anything that you see here is definitely nothing new. But as a matter of fact, these applications and these algorithms and trained model always come with a requirement for performance, especially if the use case gets more complex. We put some pictures of different production lines, but of course, the more objects you need to track, the more objects you need to inspect, the more complex the computation power, the more complex the computation becomes, and the higher computational power you will require. Qualcomm has been committed to delivering a set of hardware accelerators to make it so that this kind of algorithms can run in constrained environments. One very big thing people tend to forget when we talk about Edge AI is that Edge AI is inherently different compared to the approach we have in the cloud. In the cloud, we have a problem of cost sensitivity, in which we have potentially infinite horsepower, in which we can deploy pretty much anything, and then the boundary is the more power I deploy, the more expensive it will be, which is kind of the argument for all of you who have to manage a budget, of course. But when you go to Edge AI, it's very different. You are limited by the horsepower you can put together. So when you design algorithms for the edge, you need to take that into account and factor in the whole logic of the algorithm that has to run on a specific CPU and with that constraint. Qualcomm, when we were talking about computational power, really allows us to deliver, in terms of price per TOPS, something very, very good and convenient for our audience. And especially for computer vision and AI with relation to, let's say, factory inspections and all the likes, it is definitely currently the top-notch solution we can deploy on the market when, again, we compare TOPS for TOPS against competing solutions. This specific application, again, it is a real-world use case of us deploying a model built by a third party through our own infrastructure to a set of QCS 5430 processors that were in the form factor that, again, I will show, comes with this kind of box over here. In this case, of course, the deployment requirement was to ensure that we had a certified solution that could fit into an industrial gateway scenario, and so that was simply perfect. This solution was chosen especially for the price mark, because compared to other options in which the customer had to rely on some cloud processing for the algorithms, it was really not about latency, it was really about the recurrent cost. Let's say, total cost of ownership on a monthly basis of such a solution was by a couple orders of magnitude lower than it was if you had to process everything in the cloud. And that was with a pricing at the gateway, which is pretty much comparable to what we pulled together, which I think it's really the reason why everybody is talking about Edge AI these days. You have to keep in mind, this is definitely something that can save actual money compared to processing everything in the cloud. Of course, when you look at advanced use cases, I believe, and I think it's by this time everybody believes, that the future of AI will be ensuring that you have, let's say, distributed computation where it makes sense, where you can save money and use what you have at the edge as long as you can do that, and then bring back to the cloud what needs to be processed elsewhere, and maybe use the additional horsepower. But the cost-performance balance is definitely shifting, and ensuring that in your next project, the AI topic is taken from the edge to the cloud. Deploying everything where it makes sense is definitely something that can off-balance the cost and change the profitability of whatever you're building. So in the very end, just to wrap it up, because again, drinks are coming, so I don't want to hold you off for 20 minutes full. Once again, energy management is something that is, let's say, the core market where we are deploying these solutions, because, well, we all know about the core topics of changing and evolving our smart grids, and Qualcomm gateways are really making a stand towards our customers that appreciate the performance and the benefits that Qualcomm CPUs bring to market, and what SECO builds around them to make them available. I think at the beginning of the presentation, we talked about scaling partners. And this is exactly, I think I want to bring this back. Qualcomm delivers great technology, and our mission at SECO is to bring this technology in the hands of our customers by providing a verticalized solution that can be deployed in a short time, and all the toolings that are integrated with the Qualcomm technology, both hardware and software, to make it real and on the market at the right price point and at the right time. And this is the reason why customers choose us. And of course, let's say that the modular designs that we have really enable different products lines to be enabled. Sorry for repeating myself, but SOMs, again, for those of you who are building machinery, full-fledged gateways to those of you that want to maybe pull together an AI system within your production plants. Vision, once again, huge topic. Providing the right horsepower at the edge is the way by which you can enable AI-powered computer vision system at the right price point. Once again, latency, cost, but also privacy. And we haven't talked about this, but of course, it's a big topic. It's really what makes these solutions the kind of, let's say, right balance between power and cost that a lot of people are looking for. And then, of course, all of this, keep in mind, is truly horizontal in terms of the technology you can use. These two vertical use cases are just a way by which we can bring our technology to the market and by which we can showcase how Qualcomm CPUs are making a stand in the IoT market. But keep in mind that whenever you need computation, whenever you need this kind of efficiency, this kind of integrated environment, this kind of solutions are exactly, let's say, the right compromise you want to look for in this state of the market. And I also do agree that fragmentation is, let's say, decreasing as we go. This is why we strive to provide open and, let's say, standardized developer environments to make it so that all of you can go to market as quick as possible with these kind of solutions. And so I'm really, let's say, excited to see what our customers and our users will build with us and Qualcomm in the forthcoming years.